everyone, and welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast, the show that brings you insightful conversations with industry leaders and innovators. I'm your host, Maheen, and today we have a truly exciting episode ahead. We're diving deep into the world of technology, innovation, and the future of work culture, all in the context of a rapidly evolving AI-first world. Our guest today is Fariborz Ari Lesani, the founder of Technoguardian at Beyond 44. With over 2 decades of experience in the technology consulting landscape, Ari has steered Beyond 44 towards transformative technology initiatives that redefine the way businesses approach digital transformation. His passion lies in helping companies embrace cutting-edge technologies while fostering the human spirits that powers these advancements. Hi, Fariborz. On behalf of Canadian SME, I'd like to welcome you to our Small Business Podcast. How are you today?
Great, thank you. Thanks for having me here.
Very pleased to have you with us this afternoon. Now, right, to start with, we'd love to get some insights into, your journey over the last 2 decades in the technology consulting landscape and what inspired you to establish Beyond 44 as a platform for transformative technology initiatives.
Yeah, for the last 2 decades, 20 years, we have been working with companies on implementing latest technologies. We started with the web. Back then, we moved into mobile and more advanced technologies as the years passed by. And the one thing we realized during these years is that the technology changes all the time, but what is more important is the speed of change is increasing as well. And that's what got our attention to see what we can do with businesses to deal with the changing speed of change. And today we work on culture and technical changes needed to adapt to this faster changing technology.
So, Fariborz, from what I understand is that your vision for Beyond 44 really revolves around helping companies with their AI-first entities while also nurturing human potential. Can you share with the audience how do you strike a balance between leveraging cutting-edge technologies and preserving that essential elements of work culture and human agency?
Right. So we try to highlight how work culture is not the balance that needs to be created with the technology advancement itself. It's more a necessity for the business to be sustainable. What we mean by that is as technology changes faster and faster, we need to create a culture where the humans can learn and adapt as faster as well. And unless you have a workforce that is able to adapt and create and be creative, you won't be able to sustain your business. So the goal is to create a culture that gives that human the agency to be entrepreneurs who come up with problems that just start solving problem and take the business to the next level. In today's culture, most businesses come up with a problem, pass it on to their people to solve the problem. In the near future, even today, it's not so much about solving the problem itself. It's about coming up with the problems, identifying what is a problem as an employee, as a person who works in a company, and then finding solution to that. A lot of times technology now can help us solve those solutions. So it's more important to be able to identify the problems. And that's what that agency creates.
Right. And I find that, all these elements kind of tie into the digital transformation, which is quite a buzzword in today's business world. Now, Fariborz, could you elaborate on some key strategies or approaches that Beyond 44 employs to drive transformative technology initiatives beyond the traditional technology roadmaps?
Yeah, the digital transformation is a big buzzword these days. And a lot of time that revolves around creating a technology roadmap on technology solutions that a business can implement to improve the business process. And that is all valid and needed. But a big part of the technology transformation now goes beyond just the technology itself. But with the new technologies like AI, we need to create the cultural changes that also help people use these tools better. In the past, let's say with Excel, that came a long time ago. We introduced Excel into the corporation, into the organizations. We trained people on to use it, and then they were asked to go use it to solve their problems.
Right.
Same way AI is that Excel today, where we give them those tools. Now they have to go find things to do with this AI technology. So in order to do that, what we have created is 3 frameworks. One is an upskilling framework on how do you upskill your people, and not just by training them on AI, but training them on how to become self-learners and continuously improve on their technology knowledge. And that's the upskilling piece. The next piece is a work culture framework. How do you change your work environment, work culture, so that people become more of thinkers and hackers and creators and builders? And then there's the third component of human framework. How do you create mentally and physically healthy and stable employees who are able to think and create for themselves, the agency, to be independent entrepreneurs within our organization, to come up with solutions as opposed to just solving a problem.
So Fariborz, in your opinion, what are the critical challenges that businesses face as they embrace an AI-first future, and how can they effectively address these challenges while ensuring that the well-being and engagement of their employees is well maintained?
I guess the biggest challenge is to realize that technology, every business today is becoming a technology business. Whether you're in finance or healthcare, that is your core business, but at the same time, you are a technology business. And in order to survive this new era, the leadership needs to have a good understanding of the technology that is coming in. And unless they understand the technology use cases and have a high level, at least, understanding of what it can do, they won't be able to lead the company organization to also be technology first. So the first challenge, the ecosystem is very complex. There are a lot of different components. It's changing very fast. So being able to keep up to speed with this change at the leadership level, to understand what is AI, what is different forms of AI, for example, or robotics or other new technologies, and what are the use cases of these technologies in their business, is very important. Once they have that understanding, then they can start bringing their team up to date on these technologies as well. Not by training them, but understanding that the team as well needs to upskill themselves continuously. So having that understanding the gap that exists, being able to create a roadmap to get their company and their people there, and to stay there is the biggest challenge that exists today. Otherwise, the company who adopts the new technologies and brings their team up to date and creates a culture where they're allowed to create and build new things is going to be far ahead very soon compared to a company that hasn't done this.
Right. Now, to reiterate, collaboration and adaptability are the cornerstones of the AI-first entity.
Right.
Now, Fariborz, can you provide examples of successful collaborations or adaptability initiatives that you've witnessed or implemented at Beyond 44, and which have significantly really contributed to the innovation and growth of the small business?
Yeah, I'm going to go a bit high level, general with the answer on this one. We are talking about businesses becoming technology first, adopting AI, which is very advanced technology. And if you go back to many years ago, in technology field itself, we had open source technologies that was built by people who were collaborating, and they were adapting fast to change to create these powerful open source technologies that we're using today. With every company being a technology company now, that same mindset needs to be applied to the tech business today, to be able to collaborate between the members of the organization and across different organizations, to have communication, to come up with new innovative ideas, and be able to adapt fast because things are changing fast. So being able to detect where the change is or where the change is coming from and adapt quickly to that change. We've been doing that in technology for a long time. Agile frameworks, pivoting to surprises that show up. That needs to be now part of every department in a business, because every department is a technology business and they need to be able to do the same.
Right.
So whether it's marketing or sales or strategy or technology, they need to have the same mindset of collaborate and adapt quickly to these new forms of technology.
Oh, the work you're doing is amazing and very relevant to the current conditions in the market. Fariborz, looking ahead, what excites you the most about the possibilities that lie in our AI-first world, and how do you see the interaction or intersection of technology and human potential evolving in the coming years?
Yeah. First of all, the technology itself is creating a lot of creative solutions. That's very exciting. There's a lot of talk on what is not good about AI and what is good about AI. There are valid points of issues that we're going to have, and we need to have policies in place, obviously. But at the same time, it's a powerful tool when it's used properly, and it can bring a lot of benefit. For example, in healthcare, we can use it to scan large amount of data very quickly to come up with. For example, in medicine, we can use it to find new medicine, find cure to diseases and all that we could not do it before as fast before. Finding new vaccines can be done faster with this new technology. In food sciences, we can use protein folding to be able to create efficient foods that is needed for a growing population globally.
Mm-hmm.
It can be used in space, analyzing vast amount of data we are getting back from our space sensors and telescopes. It can be used in every field. But another interesting component is the collaboration that is going to be created with this new technology. Collaboration in our education and in our work. I watched a lot of Star Trek in the past, and there was always the scenes where they were not really always solving a problem. The biggest part was finding the problem. There was an issue happening. 4 or 5 experts come together, start having a collaborative discussion, and to bounce back ideas to see what the problem is. And as soon as they had the issue that they couldn't solve quickly, they would reach out to the computer to do a fast calculation on a big set of data for them to come up with an answer. Then based on that answer, the collaboration between humans continued. And again, that back and forth collaboration between humans and the computer at the same time results in being able to find the problem, and then finding the solution was relatively fast once you know what the problem was. And what excites me is how if we adapt into this model where we collaborate with the computer and within ourselves efficiently, we can find a lot of problems faster and be able to address them quickly.
I mean, I'll be honest, we cannot wait to see how your vision unfolds into the coming years. But Ari, your invaluable insights and that mention of the delicate balance between, AI, tech, and humanity is truly inspiring. And we love what you do, and we wish you and Beyond 44 continued success. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for your time.
Great thing. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you everyone for joining us on this illuminating journey into the intersection of technology and human potential with Ari Lesani of Beyond 44. Remember, the future is AI first, and it's all about balancing innovation, collaboration, and adaptability within your organization. We'd like to extend our gratitude to our exclusive partners who make this podcast possible. A big thank you to our exclusive banking partner, RBC, for their continued support in empowering small businesses. We also want to express our appreciation to our exclusive shipping partner, UPS, for facilitating seamless logistics. And finally, a special thank you to our exclusive accounting software partner, Xero, for simplifying financial management for small enterprises. If you enjoyed this episode and want to explore more thought-provoking discussions, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast on your preferred platform. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories and insights. Until next time, keep innovating and thriving in this ever-evolving world of small business. This is your host, Maheen, signing off.